Welcome to Everything Fear. Today I'm going to be doing a review of the 1993 movie Warlock, the Armageddon. Hello and welcome to Everything Fear, your one-stop shop for all things horror. I'm Kit Tinsley, I'm a horror author, film academic and general horror geek. As I say, today I'm going to be reviewing the 1993 movie Warlock, the Armageddon. This follows on from my review of the first movie in the Warlock franchise. If you enjoy this video, if you could please subscribe, give us a like and maybe tickle that bell icon to be notified when we upload future content, that would be great, thank you. This is the second review in the Warlock franchise, as I recently got this beautiful German Steelbook edition on Blu-ray of the trilogy. Warlock the Armageddon came out in 1993, 4 years after the original movie. Being a big fan of the original movie, I was really excited when I found this movie was coming out. And at the time, I loved it. Although even then I realised it wasn't quite as good a movie as the original. In this movie, the Warlock is born again and charged by the devil with yet another nefarious task. This time, he has 7 days to collect 6 magical runestones that will, during a solar eclipse, allow him to unleash Armageddon and bring about the end of the world. Trying to thwart his plans are a group of druids, including 2 unsuspecting teen druid warriors, who are destined to fight and destroy the Warlock and save the world. So what did I like about this movie? Julian Sands reprising his role as the Warlock is fantastic. He's having great fun with the role. The Warlock has been reborn more confident. He succumbs to the villain cliche of making quips when he kills. Cheesy, yes, but delivered with such relish by Sands that it really works here. The concept of the movie, and the way that in some parts it veers more into horror territory than the original movie did, is really good. There are some really over-the-top kills in this movie, which makes for great cheesy horror fun. The practical effects and the makeup effects in this movie are really good, and there's some wonderful gooey gore on show here. Anthony Hickox's direction is really good. He makes the film feel like it had a much bigger budget than it did, when this movie actually had a $4 million less budget than the original. What didn't I like? First off, the CGI in this movie is terrible. Even by the standards of 1993. I mean, by that time, we'd already seen the T-1000 in Terminator 2. And we'd seen the water creatures in the Abyss. This was the same year Jurassic Park came out. The CGI here looks like it would have been more at home in Dire Straits' Money for Nothing video back in 1985. The tonal shifts within the movie are really off-putting. The first movie had managed to blend horror, adventure and fantasy perfectly. It was all 3 of those things all the way through the movie. In Warlock the Armageddon, however, the Warlock's portion of the story has gone far, far more into the realms of horror, with its gory kills and its set pieces. By comparison, the Druid training story has gone in a very silly adventure direction, often feeling like a bad episode of the Power Rangers with its terrible CGI and its cheesy humour. The two don't gel at all, and it feels really forced and rushed when they're brought together at the end. The music here isn't a patch on the original. Jerry Goldsmith's iconic theme from the first movie isn't here, and there's a piece of music used within the Druid training sequences that sounds like it was ripped straight off of John Williams' score for Star Wars. So in conclusion, though still an enjoyable, cheesy, mid-90s horror movie, Warlock the Armageddon has not aged as well as the first movie did. Perhaps if it had dealt with its weird tonal shifts and decided what kind of movie it actually wanted to be, it would have been better. It's a shame, as I really do enjoy Julian Sands as the Warlock, and this was sadly the last time that he played the character. I for one would have loved to have seen him do more. Well, thank you very much for joining me. Those of you that have seen Warlock the Armageddon, let me know your thoughts on it down in the comments below. And until next time, stay scared and stay tuned.